Howdy doody. Today I started thinking about time to unpack that emotional baggage. And you got to do it like you would cleaning out your refrigerator. I don't know how many people do that all the time. I try to do it regularly. It's kind of falling back. Doesn't get done as much anymore, but anywho. Just wanted to put it out there that you can start unpacking all that stuff you hold inside. And I know it's hard, especially when you're like, do I keep it or do I throw it away? I like it. It was good last week. I don't know. Because I was sitting here earlier and I was like, my vibration has changed from yesterday to today. And it's crazy because I've had a lot going on in my head, of course. What's new? I say this probably every video. Lot going on up here. Little things are moving around and making me go, wait, what? Was I supposed to? I was supposed to let that go. But I've been hanging on to that for years. I'm used to holding on to it. No, I've got it. I'll keep holding it. I don't know if you do the same thing. But if anything, this is here to help you understand we're all holding on to baggage we need to let go. And it's hard. I know. Like I'm having to build old family relationships again, even with my parents. And it's different when we grow and change and we're not their kids anymore and they treat us still like we're their kids because we are to them. They keep getting older like we keep getting older. So we'll always be their babies. And I'm learning this with my son, who is very adamant he's going into the military. And I'm just like, okay. None of us really want to see that for our babies. But if I were to hang on to that and be like, no, that's not a good choice, that would be me creating emotional baggage for him. So instead, I've tried very hard to handle my own emotional issues and not create them in my children. Not saying I haven't, because I'm human and I've been shitty at some point in time. We all have. When we can start admitting that to ourselves, like we've been a karmic partner to someone else at some point. We're not all perfect, you know? We teach each other lessons, but through learning these lessons, they hurt, right? There's pain that comes with this. And that's where you have to start going, okay, what pain can I take out to the trash? What pain can I say no longer serves me? What fear is holding me back? What thoughts keep ruminating in my head and keep me stuck? Instead of just going, cleared it out, refrigerator's clean, trash is at the curb, good to go, right? Because I'm realizing, and I think I've said this quite a few times, that I'm holding me back. And it's hard when our minds tell us something different than what our heart says, because it's this back and forth. And it's like, just up, down. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. And that's where I've been. And it's funny because I can lay and think and process, and it's so exhausting. And it is because it's a spiritual workout. You know, it's flinging off the things of the past that it's like you just got to keep shaking and dusting it off. And nope, that's not going to serve me. What purpose did that serve in my life? And that's one way you can start telling what baggage needs to go. If you ask yourself, what did that do for me? What did I learn from that? And if there's nothing positive that came from that, learn the lesson just to let it go. At that time, you could have been in a totally different mindset. You know, fear, confusion, desperation, negative vibes. And it's funny because, like I said, I checked my energy. And yesterday I was positive. I was doing great. No blockages. And come today, I'm like, something has shifted. And it's been my mindset. It's been things that I'm trying to make sense of, things I'm trying to get closure of. And I thought I needed to reach out to somebody for that closure. And I had to go, oh, I get it. I can just choose to allow that to come to a complete end. I can choose to no longer hold on to those thoughts, those memories, those feelings that came with that. Because the feelings are what make those moments real, right? We could go through life and not feel anything, and essentially our bodies would not even recognize the moment was happening, because it'd just be like, you have to have that emotion to put yourself in that vibration, to create those memories in a more of a truthful mindset for yourself, let's say. So there are things that you could be looking back on right now. Like I said, I've been doing it a lot, and I think Mercury retrograde has a lot to do with it, because that past came flooding back, and I'm just like, where the fuck did all this come from? Oh my God, I was not ready for any of this. And I had made choices prior to that I thought, I know what I'm doing. And at the time, that choice was right. That choice was necessary, because there was like a stalemate in my life. Nobody would make a move. Nobody would conversate. True feelings and emotions weren't coming out. It was going through the day on autopilot. And when you're living your life in autopilot, there's no way you're going to handle the baggage of the past or even the present. You know, there's no way you're going to start digging through and go, no, because we have to be truthful with ourselves. So when we're at that stalemate, you know, when we're sitting there just waiting for the other person to say something or make a change or do something, if you're waiting, it's probably not going to happen. And the only way to create that change, like, you want those magnets to come together, right? You want to be able to support one another. The only way to make that change is to push it away. And that's the hard part. Because if you push it away, the question is, will it come back? And if your heart longs for something, that's where it's hard to push it away. But in the ultimate understanding of the situation, we have to not reject, but say not right now to certain things in our lives that aren't serving us in the moment. And that is to give people space and time to think, to give ourselves space and time to think. Because you can keep making the same choice over and over and keep getting the same outcome. And in the end, just go, this isn't working for me. And you're going to meet somebody else that's going to step in. You say, next. You're going to find the same exact situation till you unpack that baggage. And like I said, I didn't realize I was holding on to baggage for years. I kept telling myself, you've done so much healing work, there's no way you're still holding on to that. Because there's certain things I knew I needed to let go of, and I swore to myself I had done that. But then I have to come back to reality and go, I haven't dealt with that on an emotional level. I didn't feel the pain. I didn't feel the heartbreak. I didn't feel the things that I did not want to feel. Instead, I got a little bit harder, a little bit more, I'll do it on my own, a little bit more resting bitch face. I ain't the one, don't look at me. I became more not myself, trying to convince myself that I was okay. And my kid's dad is the one that told me the worst person to lie to is yourself. And it's funny because he was the one lying at the time. But that message still rings in my ears, and I still teach my kids this, because the worst person I have ever lied to is myself. I have created illusions that have kept me in a mindset that allows trauma and toxicity to keep entering into my life. And it's in the sense that, okay, you're going to learn it this time? Oh, you want to do this again? You like pain so much, you're just going to keep doing this, huh? And finally, it's like, I don't want to. I don't want to keep doing this. So I have had to start plucking out what does not serve me, what did not serve me, what can just go to the trash. And it's a lot of times relationships, dead-end jobs, dreams that aren't being worked towards. And it's not to say throw your dreams away, but it's more in the sense that if that one's not working, then build a new one, right? A lot of times we set our minds on somebody, a particular type of person we want to be with. And when something new pops up, it's like, that's not what I ordered. But at the same time, it might become the greatest thing you've ever had. Just by saying, you know what, I didn't order that, but I'll give it a try. No worries. Just leave it here. And in the end, might become your favorite dish. And yes, I'm comparing food to relationships at this point. I'm hungry. Haven't eaten today. So I guess I'm going to leave it on that note because I need to go eat instead of turning this into pears and kumquats. But peace, love, and light, and I hope you got something out of that. Bye-bye.